The falling wedge pattern, which I have shared with you in the previous video, just perfectly broke to the upside. As you can see right now, we are retesting the previous swing high, and we will determine in this video if this is the perfect opportunity to start shorting Bitcoin, or are we actually going to reclaim this resistance and continue higher. So if you are ready to know what will, with the highest probability, happen next, sit back and let's do it. Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Samo from My Crypto Paradise, and as you know from our blog, this is exactly how you should be trading the falling wedge patterns, right? So you are actually waiting for lower lows and lower highs to create a falling wedge pattern. Then you want to make sure that you are at support, which we have been, right? This was the Fibonacci retracement zone from where the price action started to pump to the upside, right? And then you also want to wait for the breakout, and that's what we got. Right now we are retesting the previous swing high of this pattern. As you know, this is the target, right? When you take the previous swing high exactly from the bottom, from the swing low of this pattern, and this is actually the target of a breakout of a falling wedge pattern. Right now we are here exactly at resistance. We have broken through this powerful resistance zone, and if we take a look at the fear and greed index, we can actually see that yesterday we have been at the neutral levels, and right now with a powerful 8% breakout we have not moved much, right? Right now we are at 49. There is 1 hour 12 minutes left for the next calculation, but at the moment it doesn't seem like people are overly bullish, so this move to the upside is kinda healthy. People are not like fear of missing out, I need to buy right now, and usually when people are like extremely greedy at resistance, the reversal is going to come because the whales just grab the liquidity of these long orders, right? And they just shift the price action to the downside because that's just the easiest move for them. Right now, if you take a look also at the funding rates, you can see that we are not actually greedy there as well. People are kinda neutral on Binance and Okex. For Ethereum, they are even shorting right now. So if we take a look at some of other altcoins, we can see that the funding rates are kinda negative. So again, they are not people. There is another confirmation that people are not extremely bullish, fear of missing out right here at the resistance. So we don't see any over leverage long positions. That once again suggests that this breakout of this falling wedge pattern, this impulsive move from around $26,000 is actually healthy. But once again, we need to understand we are here at the swing high of this falling wedge pattern, which is a resistance, and not only that, we are also at our Fibonacci retracement 0.618 level. As you can see right here, this is very important. Fibonacci retracement level extremely strong, so breaking through this level for Bitcoin will be extremely hard, and we will need loads of volume. As you can see right here, the breakout of this falling wedge pattern already used volume above the average, which is this line, white line right here. So to break out this resistance right here, we will need even more money to be involved. All right, right now what is more likely scenario that will happen in the near future is that if we shift on a daily time frame right now, we can actually see the trend line, the higher time frame trend line, which I have been sharing with you in the previous videos as well, right? So if you remember from the previous video, this trend line right here, I have shared with you that we have just retested and we are creating the ABC uptrend trend line pattern formation, which is a perfect example of a bull trend, of a healthy bull trend, because we are creating higher lows together with higher highs, right? So right now we have retested the trend line already once, but right now that we are at resistance as important as is this one right here, there is a high probability that we will actually retest this uptrend trend line one more time before breaking through the previous high right here, which if we zoom in is basically our previous swing high, right? So in order to continue in that uptrend, in that higher time frame uptrend, which once again will send us to $79,000. As you already know, this is our higher time frame target, $79,000. That's even higher than this chart allows me to go. But on a weekly time frame, as you know from our previous video, I've been sharing with you the megaphone pattern, and the last sell target we have at $79,000. So right now, for the continuation, we will not only need to break through this resistance line right here and also this resistance zone, which will basically send us above the swing high, but we will also need to reclaim it. All right, so that is very difficult under the current circumstances because we have already eaten loads of volume on this breakout of this falling wedge. So there needs to be some kind of correction. What can actually save Bitcoin from falling downwards again to retest this trend line is that we close this daily candle above this resistance zone right here, which is in levels at $27,700 and $26,900. If we will be able to close a daily candle above this resistance line, we will actually flip it into a support. All right, then if we shift to a 4-hour candle time frame, we will be also waiting for some kind of bullish formation around this level right here or in this zone, which is, for example, a double bottom formation, as you can see right here, or any other bullish formation, candlestick pattern formation like a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern, etc., in order to reclaim this resistance zone and turn it into a support. If that is going to happen, there will be very low probability that Bitcoin will need to drop again below it and retest the trend line, but we will need to be monitoring the price action very closely at this level right here. Right now, if we shift back to our CME futures gaps, you can see that there is a new gap at around $29,600, where is also Bitcoin on a lower time frame targeting, right? So we need to close the CME futures gap, as it happens in most cases. But the question is, are we going to retest it now? It also aligns with our resistance zone right here, right? You can see this is exactly from 29,000 to around 30,000, so it perfectly aligns with closing the CME futures gap. So are we actually going to close this CME futures gap by retesting this resistance zone first, or we will need to first drop again to this trend line? Well, it really depends on how the daily candle going to close, and also if we will be able on a lower time frame to reclaim this resistance into a support. And I will be talking about a perfect trading setup if the reclaim happens. So right now we need to understand that the RSI indicator is in overbought levels. As you can see, we are even higher than previous swing high right here. So if we take a look actually at the time frame, when the RSI indicator most of the times goes about the 70 level right here, okay, I will put a horizontal line right here. When it goes about the 70 price mark on the RSI indicator, you can see that almost every time we are going immediately into a correction, right? So it happened right here, you can see right here, then we went into a correction. Then when we again were overbought right here, we again went into a correction, and now we are even higher than we have been in the previous two times. So the probabilities for a correction are extremely high. However, that doesn't need to necessarily mean that we will need to break through this resistance zone and close below it if we will flip it into a support. So that is why it is extremely important to watch the price action on a lower time frame right now, because we can drop even a little bit right here, for example, then create some double bottom formation, right, and then we can move forward. And this price action right here, this consolidation, basically will allow the indicator to really calm down. So even though we will not drop like back to the trend line right here, still during this consolidation, like small breakdown, small pullback will be probably enough for the indicator to start lowering as well. So for that, you need to be watching the price action right now. This is exactly what we are doing with Paradise Family VIPs. We are always, as My Crypto Paradise company, monitoring the price action not only on Bitcoin but also on most of the strongest altcoins, and also we are watching the total market cap and other crypto indexes, which will always help us to make the best trades possible. Right now, let's just quickly talk about the trading opportunity on Bitcoin. If we get actually the correction I've been highlighting, because we need to get the RSI indicator to calm down, right, before the move up to the upside, before we will be able to break through this resistance right here and through this resistance zone, we will need to calm down a little bit, because we need to get some liquidity so we are able to break through this resistance easily, right? So the RSI indicator needs to calm down, and we will be watching for the price action right here at this level. So the trading opportunity is as follows. We will be waiting for some kind of pullback from this resistance level right here, and once it starts to follow some kind of bullish price action, as I said already, double bottom or some kind of candlestick pattern formation, we will be entering a long trade on Bitcoin. I will share with you a long trade idea. So basically, firstly, we need to wait for a daily candle which is closing in around 2 hours. It needs to close firstly above this level, all right, above $27,700. Firstly, daily candle needs to close above this, and then we will need to watch the 4-hour time frame. So for that, we'll be waiting for some kind of double bottom formation, as I already explained, or some candlestick pattern formation, some bullish reversal candlestick formation, together with RSI indicator going into a pullback, into maybe even oversold area. So once these kind of indications are met, and we will also be watching some other stuff like crypto funding, some on-chain data, etc., right? So once the probabilities are going to be favor in a bullish price action continuation, we expect our entry to be around $27,400. We will be placing, and this is important, this is extremely important, where to place perfect stop losses and sell targets levels, right? So we will be placing stop loss right below these wicks right here, because these wicks are bottom of the consolidation area, which basically send Bitcoin into that impulsive move to the upside, right? So this structure shouldn't be broken to the downside if we are about to continue to the upside to around $30,000. So the stop loss perfectly below these wicks is extremely safe, all right? So this is our risk around 4.79%. All right, so without any leverage. If you put like 10x leverage, this is 47% loss. If you put only 2x leverage, it's less than 10%, right? And the target is going to be actually our previous Fibonacci retracement top of this resistance level, which also aligns with the closure of CME futures gap at around $29,900. So we are looking at extremely favorable risk to reward strategy trade, where we are risking as less as possible, and in case the trade idea is going to be correct, we are winning as much as possible, all right? So this is the trading area. We will be waiting for some kind of pullback, then some bullish formation, and then continuation to the upside. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is everything from me. Thank you so much for watching. If you have learned something new, or if you have benefited from this video, which you probably did if you are watching until now, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe so you don't miss any other trading opportunities. And if you are ready to start trading like a professional under the traders from My Crypto Paradise, I will see you in Paradise Only VIP right after watching this video. Links in the description. Make sure you are also in our Twitter and free Telegram channels. Everything you can find on our website. Thank you so much. This is Simon. Everything from me. I will see you next time. Cheers.